What's going on, people? Welcome back to Curtis Shaw TV, back with another live stream, your second one of the day, people. Transfer window business. And, there's a lot going off at Arsenal right now, man. And most of it is not too positive, but we'll try and put some sort of positive spin on it, but it's difficult. I can't lie, people. The circus continues. History Channel settings in the background. I have to remind everyone we were once great. And hopefully eventually we will find greatness again. But at the moment, there's more darkness, I'm afraid. But listen, the only way is up. We're bottom of the league, people. The only way is up from here. Big up to everyone for tuning in. Of course, I don't usually stream too often in the evening, but with it being the transfer window, 24 hours or 26 hours until the transfer window closes. Let's get back in here again, do another update. Big up to everyone who tuned in for the earlier stream. I know because of the time differences, a lot of people live in the Caribbean, in Asia, in Africa, in America, in Australia. With the time differences around the world, maybe this is more, appropriate for you to tune in. Man was on time, people. You know what I'm saying? Man was on time. Shaw Sports News. We're back, people. Forget Sky Sports. Remember, tomorrow we got not one, not two, but 3 live streams tomorrow. One from the Emirates in the morning. Then we're back here for 2 o'clock, and we'll be back at 9 o'clock tomorrow up until 11 o'clock when the transfer window closes. Make sure you like, make sure you subscribe, make sure if you haven't voted, Football Content Awards in the description. We're only 400, in fact, 350 away from 35,000. Right, people loving the green screen, you know what I mean? I just look at that, I think, yeah, man, that's what I'm talking about. That's when we were great, but unfortunately, we're not quite that club anymore, but it's nice to remember sometimes. Pull up, pull up, pull up. Big up my boy Fran in the chat. What's happening, my bro? Hope you're good. Keep putting in that work. And big up to Dylan who said, cast my vote, Curtis. Really appreciate that. CSTV. Listen, man said, loving the cap G on my New York settings, Jadakiss business, D-Block. Right, let's get into the football stuff, people. Arsenal, what is going off? The circus continues. And I mean, I wish I could deliver you some really positive news, but at the moment, I'm struggling. Let's start off with something positive. Although it's not a player coming in, it's a player going out. Deal has been completed, people. Deal is done. Willian has left Arsenal Football Club. It is official. Hasn't been announced on the Arsenal website, but everybody is reporting it. Willian has terminated his contract and walked away from 20.5 million. As I said earlier, as a man, purely as a man and a human being, I respect that hugely because 99% of footballers would have said, if you want me to walk out of that contract, you better write a big, big check. A real big check. You know what I'm saying? If you want me to fly, to Brazil and leave that. He's got his restaurant, his kids, his wife. They're all over here. And yeah, he's left. He'll join Corinthians on a 2-year contract. And apparently, I mean, I was saying earlier, they must have given him some sort of pay. Hold on. Here we go. Hold on. Someone's talking to me in my ear, people. Breaking news. And this is just this. This will possibly make me want to end the stream. Right? This will possibly make me want to end the stream. I will come back to the Willian conversation, right? This is going to make me go crazy. Arsenal, desperate for a midfielder, right? Yeah, here we go, people. Prepare yourself. Some of you may have seen this, but I've just seen this. I'm fuming already. I'm fuming. I'm on the verge of just pressing M broadcast. Now, I don't know about you. Does that make anybody else feel angry? Because it does me. I'm going to take a sip of my drink and let you just look at that for a minute. No! Edu, no. Oh, I'm telling you now, if we're not protesting against Norwich, what are we really doing? Like, really? At the start of the transfer window, they were talking about 70 million euros for Renato Sanchez. Straight to Wolves on loan. Yeah, man, they got the Portuguese connect. But come on. I'm done. I'm fuming with that. We're out here giving Granit Xhaka new contracts. And I'm seeing Renato Sanchez on loan. Nah. No. I'm fuming. Oh, my days, people. Am I overreacting? Some of you might say, you know what? He's injury prone, didn't want him anyway. But me, oh, no. Why? How much more? I told you, we are a social experiment. We are a social experiment, I'm telling you. They're doing this on purpose to see how much we can take. Wow. Renato Sanchez to Wolves on loan. And I'm reading here on this further report, it's with an option to buy. Like, oh no. What have we become? I don't know what to say. Renato Sanchez on loan with an option to buy, and we're out here doing nothing. The circus continues. What I want to know is the Amazon documentary started already. Like, are we doing this on purpose? Are we acting? Have they hit the camera on record and said, just do your worst? We want to break records. Renato Sanchez, bro, 70 million euros. Now they're giving you him on loan with an option to buy. It's perfect. Edu's probably had his phone switched off. He's been on the jet skis. He's cooked up the barbecue. Bank holiday Monday. He's missed it. Galloway says we're not missing out on him. I think we are, bro. We got Granit Xhaka, Mohamed El Neni. I'd say we are missing out. You offered me Renato Sanchez right now next to Thomas Partey. I'm happy with that. We can move. We got energy. We got power. Yeah, he's a bit injury prone. I'll give it you, but on loan. Wow. Oh, man, not the start I wanted. Not the start I wanted. Renato Sanchez is set to join Wolves on loan from Lille. And apparently it's with an option to buy. I mean, I don't know where we... Oh, some of the comments, man. Big up to all of you tuned in, man. We got over 1,200 already, people. I threw this stream together quite late, so I really appreciate it. Fran said we are bottom of the league. Yes, we have missed out. The guy's a very good player. He was linked with Liverpool. Even Liverpool, I'm surprised, haven't made a move. He could have replaced Gini Wijnaldum. Very energetic, good on the ball. If that said Arsenal, I would actually be very happy right now. I'd say, all right, at least the midfield sorted. Oh, man. Why protest against Norwich? We must protest tomorrow. I hear you. I'm ready, people. I'm at the Emirates tomorrow morning. I might get some I might get some different kind of footage if we ain't sorted anything. But, oh, man. Renato Sanchez to Wolves. Big up to some of you in the comments who put it in as well. Curtis just replied to that tweet, bro. I had to put it in. I had to. Yeah, apparently he's injured, but apparently he's only out for a couple of weeks. Obviously, with the international break, he's probably going to be back after the international break. There we go. Listen, that's throwing me off topic. Let me get out of here. Renato Sanchez to Wolves would have been so it's almost too sensible. If it makes so much sense, Arsenal won't do it. It's as simple as that. Like, let's move on. Forget Renato Sanchez. We didn't want him anyway. I'll just figure out a way to make it sound like Renato Sanchez, I didn't want him. He's injury prone. Right, let's move on. Right, Willian has left. Let me try and be positive. I'm trying. The thing is, in my life, I'm such a balanced, positive person. Every time I come on stream, Arsenal give me a reason to start going crazy. Like, relax, Arsenal, man. It's Bank Holiday Monday. I'm trying to chill. You know what I mean? Doing a second stream of the day. I'm relaxing. 10 o'clock, I'll probably come out. I'll go watch the Big Six show and relax. Big up to all the man them. And this is the madness. All right, let's move. Let me keep it moving. No delaying. Edu's in B&Q looking at barbecues. Big up Nelson Muntz with a super chat. Gunalicious said, Sabitzer moved to a fee of 16 million. The thing with that one, why I can kind of deal with that though, Goonalicious, right? If Bayern Munich are contacting Sabitzer's agent saying, listen, we're going to negotiate a transfer for you, as soon as Arsenal come in for him, he's going to say, nah, I'm all right, bro. I'm going Bayern Munich. So he would have probably rejected Arsenal. But Renato Sanchez going to Wolves, bro. No disrespect, but I would still like to believe that we could get a player ahead of Wolves, you know, but it is what it is, I suppose. Never a dry day at Arsenal, never, you know, never. Creating content and you're an Arsenal fan, you've only got to go on social media and within 30 seconds, you'll find the headline because they just never stop. We've basically been an Amazon documentary for the last 10 years anyway. Big up OB. Punished Venom. Big up with a super chat, bro. Said, fingers crossed Bellerin goes, gets rid of a Wenger era who isn't good enough. Even if we get no one, we wish him the best of luck. I mean, I wouldn't even hold your breath that we're going to get Bellerin out from what I've been reading. Ash says, big up Big C. Best thing Willian did for Arsenal right there. Listen, like I said, and I ended that topic quite quick, but yeah, Willian has left Arsenal. It's been officially announced that he has terminated his contract. He will join Corinthians on a 2-year deal. In fact, Arsenal have actually put it on their website now, people. So let's jump over to that. I'm sure it's a short statement. What really can they say? We tried to buy him and it just all went wrong. Let's see where we at. Right, here we go, people. We have reached a mutual agreement with Willian to terminate his contract effective from today. The Brazilian international joined us from Chelsea last August and made 38 appearances during the 2020-2021 campaign. He had 2 years to run on his contract, but following positive, I love the way they're shaping this. They are literally the PR kings, aren't they, Arsenal? Let me just zoom in, people, so you can all see this, because I think I'm a bit zoomed out. But following positive and constructive recent discussions with him and his team, he will be leaving for a new opportunity in Brazil, where he began his career. Everyone at Arsenal wishes Willian and his family well for the future. The contract termination is subject to completion of the regulatory processes. Big up Willian. Big up Willian. The best thing Willian has done since joining Arsenal is cancelling his contract. And I will always say this. I don't blame the player. I blame the manager. They're saying on Sky that it was Mikel Arteta that pushed very hard for this deal to get done. If I turn up to you at the age of 32 as a footballer and say, let me give you 3 years on 200 grand a week, fair play to you, bro. Fair play to you. Serious. Take Arteta and Edu with you in the hand luggage, man. But Willian has left. It's been confirmed on the club website. He will fly to Brazil tomorrow. And apparently his contract with Corinthians will be worth around £70,000 a week. So he's taken a contract on 1/3 of the deal that he was on at Arsenal. Now, I was saying earlier today, I still think he got a payout from Arsenal. They're all saying on Sky he's walked away from the contract. They haven't given him anything. I don't believe that. I think there's an envelope in that hand luggage. You know, Ralstonelli settings, people. But listen, Willian has left. One bit of good news. Wages available. Go and spend them. We're desperate. We need players. We need to strengthen that starting lineup. Punish Venom said on that point, the most important thing in this window and the past few is getting rid of players. That is crucial. Chambers, Holding, Xhaka. And I totally agree with you. The problem we've got, two of those players that you've just named, Holding and Xhaka, have recently signed new deals. How do you get them out on 4 years? So, yeah, I agree, but it'll be difficult. Disturbed Digital said Kia Jarapchin ain't going empty-handed. Come on. There's envelopes under the table, mate. You know that. 6,000,007 said, salute to Willian. I thought he was going to do a Winston Bogart on us. The famous Winston Bogart. He literally lived in Amsterdam while he played for Chelsea, and he used to come to Chelsea every day on a helicopter. And I think he was on around 60, 70 grand a week. This is when 60, 70 was like top dollar. And he just wouldn't leave. I think he was playing for the reserves for about 2 years. You know, same as Wayne Bridge at Man City. He was on 90 grand a week. They tried to get rid of him. He said, no, I'll play golf every week, you know. Arsenal is moving like Dipset versus all fashion, no action, no planning, mate. Thought they could just turn up and freestyle, but it don't work like that in your pink bandanas and stuff, you know. Big up to Broads, man. Big up everyone in the chat, and big up Big C. Hope you're well, my bro. Winston Bogard, man. Legendary story. But yeah, confirmed. Willian has left Arsenal on a free. Apparently with no pay up whatsoever. Do I believe that? No. I think there's an envelope in the hand luggage. But the positive is his time at Arsenal has come to an end. So fair play to him for walking away. I know a lot of footballers who would not be walking away from a contract like that at the age of 32. Says a lot about him. He probably has a lot of money in that bank account as well, let's be honest. So, yeah, he's on his way out. And let's be honest, there needs to be more players who follow him out the door. Can we get some more players out the door? Man said, Craig David settings, I'm walking away. Yeah, definitely. Definitely need to get some more out. Right, let's move on. Can we get some more players out the door? That is the question. And can we get some players through the door? The next player that hopefully we could get out of the door is where are we going here? Where are we going? Right, is this man, Mohamed El Neni, being linked with a move to Galatasaray. I'm reading that the deal could be as little as £3 million for El Neni. El Neni has 11 months left on his contract. Anyone who watches my channel on a regular basis, you know my opinion on this. 3 million, I'd snap your hand off for that. I'd take 300 grand for him. I do not rate him. I don't think he's Arsenal quality. I can't believe he's been at Arsenal for this long. We loaned him out, brought him back. Somehow he's ended up back in the team. He's on around 60 grand a week. I mean, 3 million. I would be absolutely all over it. Get him out. Listen, I know he's a squad player. Some people say he's a backup. He works hard. He's happy to be there. He's not good enough. He's not good enough. Look at the quality of players. That, listen, ultimately our aim long term is to be back in the top 4. Yeah, and ultimately as a fan base, we want to win the title. But obviously it's going to be step by step. A number of things will have to happen for us to get anywhere near there. El Neni plays too many games to be considered a squad player. He plays a lot of games, so he's not good enough. He's squad fodder, to be fair, 100%. Arsenal, if Arsenal don't sell, I'm done. They'll probably reject it and ask for 20 million for him or something. You know, they seem to have no idea of the valuation of their own players, which is crazy. Roland said I would take £300. El Neni, Eddie, Hecky, all will stay and get new contracts to protect their value that is not there, unfortunately. Our squad depth is pathetic. You've got to look at, right, in a market where Arsenal have really needed to sell players, to create space to bring players in. We turned down 15 million for Xhaka. We've turned down, by the looks of it, 11.5 million plus add-ons for Eddie Nketiah. You know, this offer will probably be rejected. They'll ask for way more money. You know, Kolasinac was being linked with a free transfer. We never negotiated that. That's 4 players that should have left, that should not still be at Arsenal. But instead, Xhaka got a new deal. We will talk about Granit Xhaka later on. But I want you to all tell me in the comments, realistically, would you take £3 million for El Neni? For me, it's 100 million% yes. I would take it. 11 months left on his deal. No way I would give him a new contract. I don't think he's good enough to play for Arsenal. One thing I will say, never question his commitment. He gives everything for the badge. I respect him in that. A player should do that anyway. But nowadays, it's not, you know, it's not uncommon for players not to. But for me, he's nowhere near good enough to be at Arsenal. And I would take 3 million. Where is Bellerin? And he's still here, I know. Big up Guna Gossip TV. We're in a big mess. And big up, I see you went past 1,000 subscribers, so keep up the good work. Disturbed Digital said I would take £3 for him. Meal deal settings, yeah? I would take a Mars bar, says Ray. Oh, my days. Arteta will reject the £3 million. Probably. They'll ask for way more. Tanin said yes, 100 with chest. Michael said 2 Wonka bars, Willy Wonka settings. But listen, we'll see. And Amy said, my son wants a Man City kit. Ask me why we support a club that never wins. He's 8. It's crazy that you said that, Amy. My son's 8 as well. And I actually said to him, listen, man, if you want out, I'll let you go. Go your own way. Enjoy yourself. He likes Man City as well. He always says to me, I like Man City. I love the football they play. He likes about 5 of their players. I have to bribe him. I'm like, no, I'll get you the new Arsenal kit and I'll put your name on the back and I'll let you do the tour of the ground and tell him that we was once this giant of a football club to try and convince him to stay here. That's the only way I've got him hanging on to Arsenal at the moment because he don't like any of the players. There's no one to like, to be honest. Sad when you've got to bribe your own kid to support Arsenal. I never needed bribing to support Arsenal, that's for certain. Sidney said, let your son go on a free transfer. I told him, if you want to go and support City, man, enjoy yourself. Enjoy yourself. Enjoy the Pep Guardiola show for a few years. Free Lil C says, Broads, man, I'm telling you. I said, listen, maybe, come back at a later date. But he's still here, to be fair to him. He's still riding with us, so we'll see, man. Curtis moving like Arteta, doing an Ainsley Maitland-Niles to him. But we'll see what happens with the boy El Neni. 3 million for me. He'd already be on the plane, mate. He'd already be on the plane. If he goes on loan, he ain't coming back. Yeah, if he goes and enjoys that Man City life, man, they're eating steak, man. We're eating like a £1 cheeseburger from McDonald's, and not a very well cooked one either. Let's get back to the prison settings. Free the guy, man. Free the guy. As we said earlier, locked up in Arsenal Alcatraz is the boy, Ainsley Maitland-Niles. They told him, listen, boy, you ain't going nowhere. You're staying right here and sitting on the bench. We spoke earlier about Ainsley and how he wanted out. He put up that Instagram post earlier, for those of you who haven't seen it. He said something along the lines of, I just want to go where I'm wanted and where I'm going to play football. Now, I've never seen a footballer at Premier League level do something like I saw Ainsley Maitland-Niles do today. Right? I've never seen a top-level footballer do that, almost pleading to leave the football club on social media. Like, it's crazy. And I feel for Ainsley, and I've seen mixed responses. Some people are criticising Ainsley, saying that it was unprofessional, but I think he's just at the point where he doesn't know what to do. You imagine if you're Ainsley Maitland-Niles, you play a massive role in Arsenal winning the FA Cup. Semi-final, he shut down Mahrez. In the final, he was excellent. We win the FA Cup. That summer, Wolves come in for him. This is a Wolves that had done well in the Europa League the year before. Wolves come in, 20 million. We want you, we'll play you. He's in the England squad. He's got a possibility of going to the Euros. Arteta rejects the offer. If you're Ainsley, you'd say, cool, you don't want to sell me? I'm going to play. I'm at Arsenal. You've rejected 20 million. He doesn't hardly kick a ball from the start of the season till January, and you then loan him to West Brom, who are second from bottom in the Premier League. He gets relegated. He has an up and down season. He doesn't get in the England squad. He misses the Euros. He comes back and he's like, man, surely I can get a go at right back now. You haven't exactly got a great right back, but no, we play Chambers, we play Bellerin, we play Cedric, we play everyone but Ainsley. Everton come in for him, big club, probably one of the clubs we're competing with, and you say, no, you ain't going nowhere. Now, I understand in a way about this move because the reality is Arsenal are in competition with Everton. Forget Liverpool, Man United and City and Chelsea. They're clear of us. They're miles ahead of us. We're competing with Villa, West Ham, Southampton's, Everton's. So they will see Everton as a direct rival. So according to the reports, there was a meeting, an emergency meeting was called this afternoon between Edu, Mikel Arteta and Ainsley Maitland-Niles. And it was said the possibility of Ainsley Maitland-Niles being successful at a direct rival may have influenced the club's decision. However, it is understood he left the meeting unclear. I mean, do these guys not have basic communication? He's got an offer from Everton. You either let the boy go or you say to him, I'm going to keep you. I want you to force your way into the team. Simple as that. You've got to make him feel positive when he comes out of that meeting. All right, we're rejecting Everton. but you've got a chance of being our right back. Free Fofty, man. Free the guy. But the man's coming out the meeting confused. What the hell are you saying to him? I don't get it. They probably told him, well, you can't go to Everton, but we're not going to play you. How about that? Arteta also expressed his disappointment at the player's social media post during the meeting. Shut your mouth, Mikel, mate. Keep your mouth shut. You've said enough. I've been hearing waffle for the last 18 months during all these press conferences. The man's crying out for help. Either sell him or play him. Simple. Rinat, thank you for the super chat. Said it's the players, Curtis. It's the players, mate. It's the manager. It's the technical director. It's all of them. How the hell are you going to have a meeting and the man's coming out confused? Surely there's two ways that you deal with it. You either play in, my friend, or you're not. Crazy. Apparently, I missed a super chat. Apologies. There's over 2,500 of you in here. Amazing support as usual. Super chat said the Arsenal documentary is going to be the next Sunderland one. Yeah. I haven't actually watched all of that Sunderland one. I did start watching it, but I haven't fully watched all of it. But yeah, it's crazy. Fofty's in trouble, man. Fofty is in big trouble. I got a feeling he's going to be spending a lot of time on the bench. Absolutely crazy. This is a great tweet, actually. I'm going to bring this up, showing you some of these situations that where Arsenal have missed out on transfers. Make sure you smash the like, people. Over 2,500 of you in here. I will be on here till 10 o'clock. And Tarun said, like you said, Curtis, your dad supported Liverpool when you were young and you wondered why the next gen will look at us the same. Yeah, for real. For real. I've turned into what they are. History Channel settings. We should just, as a fan base, start a new club. We could catch Arsenal in the Vanarama. Just start again, eh? After the players sign their contracts, Arteta, welcome to the Rock. Sean Connery settings, man. You don't leave here until he says you're going to leave. Look at some of these situations with transfers and how we have mishandled these situations. PSG make £25 million offer for Hector Bellerin. Rejected. Nah, we're not taking 25. We'll keep him. We'll keep him. We think he's a good player. Arsenal's Ainsley Maitland-Niles set for £20 million move to Wolves. Rejected. Nope, you ain't taking that. There's 20 down the drain. Granit Xhaka to Hertha Berlin, £26 million offer. Agent confirms deal and Mikel Arteta's wish. He was reportedly close to the move. But guess what? Mikel Arteta. Computer says no. So what we at there? 25 on Hector, 20 on Maitland, 45, and 26. £71 million. And one more just to finish it off. Palace want Nketiah for 10 million, but Arsenal value him at double. That's another 10. 81 million down the drain. Just threw it out the window, basically. I think Arsenal dislike money. I genuinely think Arsenal don't like money. Like, do they not know how to sell players? The crazy thing is Liverpool are about to let Michael Edwards go. That is one of the biggest transfers we should be doing in this window. He's one of the best technical directors in the Premier League, along with Mourinho at Chelsea. I would be going all out for Michael Edwards. This is the guy that sold Jordan Ibe, Solanke, Grujic. He's selling players who haven't even played for Liverpool. Honestly, I think Aubameyang should be rounding up the players and going to the Kroenkes and saying, listen, we don't want this manager at the club. We want him out. It's happened before. I think Man City did it to Mancini. A group of their top players went to the owner and said, we don't want to play for this guy, and they sacked him. Players are more important than one manager. Let's be honest. Jack Phillips, spot on. They do like money when it comes from us, 100%. Like I said, for anybody who wasn't tuned in earlier, Arsenal are selling tickets. Prepare yourself for this. Arsenal are selling tickets for £94 for Arsenal against Norwich. £94. Are you winding me up? You're going to charge me £100 nearly for a relegation 6-pointer against a newly promoted team. The fans, honestly, and I tweeted this earlier, people, the stadium should be half empty. There's no way Arsenal fans should be going to watch that. And especially when they're charging us money like that. Come on, they don't deserve fans in the stadium. There should be 5,000 fans in there. Absolutely ridiculous. Crazy. Not 94 pounds, mate. That's probably what, 105 euros, something like that. Jack Wilkins, big up with the super chat. Seen the text Overmars sent to Parler. Yeah, I did. Basically, Ray Parler was saying earlier on TalkSport that that Mark Overmars has texted him and said he wants to come back to Arsenal. Obviously, he's been given a lot of the credit for what's happened at Ajax. Ajax have, of course, had this great setup of finding talent, developing it, selling it on for massive money, having a lot of success. Man said 94 Jamaican dollars. And he wants to come to Arsenal. Parler said he's got the text on his phone, although Parler does drink a bit, so you never know. But Arsenal should be making moves. Danny said, no, stay away from Overmars. We love him at Ajax. He wants to come, man. We got to bring him. Look at that. You're right, Dylan. 20th in the league, no goals scored, and taking the P. Yo, not 94 euro, my friend, 94 pounds. We're looking at 105 euros for a ticket. Get out of it. That stadium should be half empty. Honestly, I think fans now have to genuinely not buy tickets. Leave that ground empty. That'll make them wake up, hurt their pockets. Big up Lubert with a super chat. Any big clubs who want success will sack the manager, but our owners are useless. And if the owners sell the club, then automatically everything will be in place. Edu and Arteta will go ASAP. Hashtag I'm done, bro. I mean, I said for £94 must come with a lap dance. Yeah, Stephen, spot on. You put travel, food, drink, parking, all of that. £200 to watch Arsenal against Norwich. You sure, mate? I'll sit in my house and watch it and stay warm, and drink hot chocolate. I ain't going to that rubbish. 150 quid tickets left for Norwich. Darren, how are they getting away with that? How can they even charge that much? They should be embarrassed. The problem is people will pay it because people are hooked on supporting their football club. It is almost an addiction. We're so angry with Arsenal right now, but you'd find it very difficult not to watch the game on TV or not to watch somebody's watch along or watch the highlights. It's very difficult to ignore the football club that you support, even if they're poor and playing badly. That's the thing. Like you said, Ryan, we're bottom of the league. Half empty should be completely empty, said Dimitri. You're right. Mr. Robert said, I wouldn't pay 94 Monopoly money for this circus. I'm telling you, man. Overmars, the real life Flash. Just come and save us, bro. Can't listen to Kevin Campbell anymore. What's Kev saying, man? Is he blaming the players? It's sabotage, Curtis. He wants to relegate our beloved club. I think it's fishy in some sense. He must be in debt, I'm telling you. He's trying to get paid up. Mark said, I travel from Belfast with my kid. It cost me over £500 for a normal Saturday. Not going to be going this year, mate. I do not blame you. They're not worth it. Seriously. And it's sad because for somebody like me and for a lot of people, I haven't watched Arsenal since West Ham at home 2 seasons ago, just before the pandemic. For me, I was desperate to go back and watch Arsenal at the Emirates. I've honestly got no enthusiasm to go. And yeah, I don't know. I don't want to go and watch Arsenal play. More breaking news, people. Big up to a few of you in the comments. Again, another player that Arsenal were linked with going elsewhere. This, of course, will finish off any chance of Eddie Nketiah leaving Arsenal. Another player that we were linked with. Crystal Palace are closing on Odsonne Edouard signing from Celtic. Deal expected to be completed tomorrow because Patrick Vieira wants him. Fee to be agreed for a bit less than 20 million euros. Medical tomorrow if final details will be sorted. I mean, listen, I'll be honest. I'll be totally honest. I don't watch Scottish football that often outside of probably the Old Firm games Right? I'm going to keep it 100. I don't truly know how good Odsonne Edouard is. When I've seen him, he always tends to score. But I can't tell how good his all-round game is. I'm sure we're going to find out. But this will probably signal Edward and Ketios staying at the football club. Militia said, Willian has left. Let's go. At least we got one good bit of news for real. Do you listen to Vibes Cartel? Yeah, sometimes, man. Come on. What are you saying in the Heaven Angel said he is average. Brian said Edouard was missing sitters yesterday. They lost 1-0 to Rangers, right? Chris Garvey said Edouard is not all that, Mr. Sitter. I've seen a lot of people saying his all-round game is not that great. Obviously, Leicester agreed to deal with him earlier in the transfer window. They changed their mind at the last minute and went for Patson Dakar, and Dakar looks very lively, what I've seen of him. Edouard is not bad for that price, better than Benteke, makes sense for Palace. This is what I'm saying. Arsenal had an opportunity to sell Nketiah. They get all, we need more. Next minute, they find a player for more value. When you think about it, how crazy is it that Arsenal are going into this window? Nketiah, Kolasinac, Elneny, Bellerin, Xhaka, Lacazette, all these guys holding Chambers, they're all still at the football club. Like, I don't know how you reach that situation. This is why I have to actually give some props to Willian, because if he didn't actually walk out the door and just say, I've had enough of this, he would have been here for another 2 years as well. Unbelievable. If you'd have said to me at the start of this window, what players do you think Arsenal will get out? I would have said Xhaka will go, Bellerin will go, Elneny will go, Kolasinac will definitely go. We're 25 hours away from the window closing, and all these guys are still here playing for us. Kolasinac just started at Manchester City. It's unbelievable. The clear plan, people. The clear plan. We know exactly what we want to do in this transfer window. We have a clear plan of the direction we're going. I titled this video, Arsenal are in crisis, because for me, the alarm bell's been going off for a long time. I said this in the earlier stream. When the fire alarm goes off, you have to get out of the building. I feel like Arsenal are just sitting in the building, and the alarm's going off. It's like they don't know what the noise means. You have to react. Kroenkes, react. Do something. They've got two situations for me that they should do. The one I would do, get rid of the manager. And I would get rid of Edu as well, right? The second situation, in fact, I'll say three. Second situation, sell the club. But they're not going to sell the club unless somebody makes them a massive offer. They clearly don't need the money. They're rich, super rich. But if you're going to back this manager and you believe he's the man, give the fans a couple of signings tomorrow that lift the club. Like I said, for anybody that's just tuned in, we've announced earlier in the show that Renato Sanchez is going to Wolves on loan with an option to buy. This is a player that at the end of the Euros was being talked about as 70 million euros. He's now going on loan. Why did Arsenal not look to get Renato Sanchez on loan? I wouldn't mind Renato Sanchez in midfield next to Thomas Partey on loan. He's only injured for a few weeks. I know a few of you are saying in the comments he's injured. He's not out for too long. There's 2 weeks now of an international break. So he would have been fit not long after coming back. So on loan, it would have been a no-brainer. Odsonne Edouard, as we just said, going to Palace for around £16 million. I'm not sure how good he is. Some of you saying in the comments he's not that good. Zach said, Big C, I don't think anyone cares that Arteta is disappointed with the amount of times he's disappointed us. Exactly. Bella's tweeted, where we at? Big up to you. You lot are like the breaking news for me in the comments. What's Big Bad Bell saying? He's had a tough summer, so let's see where he's at. I mean, let me show you. He's not really saying anything. It looks like the circus is about to get bigger. I mean, he's kind of talking in riddles, but obviously some sort of story is about to come out. In the next few hours, some leaks may appear about one of the prominent personalities in the club. So not clear whether that's a player or a staff member. And if the information that will be published is correct, regardless of whether it is right or wrong, there will be a huge question mark on the random way in managing and making decisions at the highest level in the club. I mean, I don't know. I don't know what to say. The fact he's mentioning management and managing makes you think it's something to do with the staff. He said one of the prominent personalities, they're leaking something. I don't know. Is it fake news? Has Edu gone crazy, at the barbecue this afternoon? I don't know. Sometimes I don't know with the bell. I thought he was really bang on with everything, but he's had a tough few weeks. He went all out on James Maddison, and when that failed, man, a lot of people said he was a one-hit wonder with the fact that he called Thomas Partey early and it happened, so everyone thought he had them links. But since then, he struggled after Maddison. I mean, does anybody maybe Edu was caught with the envelope, man, at the airport? This doesn't really mean anything to me until the story comes out. What can we say? But if it's true, the circus is set to be extended, people, and the circus will get even bigger. So yeah, but big up to you guys in the comments, man. You're giving me the breaking news, so I really appreciate it. The bell has spoken, but is it gospel? I don't know. But right, let's continue. Anthony F said the bell mentioned something about Ozil. Okay, so maybe Ozil's got some information. Maybe he's leaking stuff. Vinay also out. Vinay is absolutely clueless. I think he could be the worst out of the three. The only thing is, his decisions don't influence us as much as Edu's and Arteta's, but he's shocking. Guna Legend said 3K watching. Oh my days, I didn't even realize, people. Over 3,100 of you tuned in. Make sure we hit 1,000 likes. That's light work. That's 1/3 of you. And subscribe if you haven't already, people. We're well on our way to 35K. I think we need, what do we need now? We need about 300 subscribers. So I bet there's 300 of you out there that haven't. Hit the subscribe if you like the content. Let's keep it moving, people. And make sure in the description, Football Content Awards. If you haven't voted, all the information down there. It takes a minute to do it, people. Can we win some trophies on this channel? Because I don't know if Arsenal will be winning much this year. Yeah, I'll be out of here before Big Six. I know they come on about 10 past 10, so I'll make sure it just, rolls nicely into the Big Six show. Make sure you go and watch that afterwards as well. Right, people saying you missed a super chat. Apologies, Nelson. Where we at? It's AirPods. He's chatting to cam girls during games. Oh dear me. He's they think he's listening to tactics. He's chatting on. It wouldn't surprise me, man. It really wouldn't surprise me at all. Man, like AirPods. Sack Arteta said Elmo. Listen, we all agree with that. What does Vinay do? What's his role? I think he deals with negotiations in the background, but he's terrible. He's absolutely terrible. All right, let's move on. Let's get a few more stories in before we get out of here. Let me give you one that might lift your spirits. Whether this is going to happen or not, at least we're being linked with a player. I thought we'd be chasing players galore. At the start of the window, we were linked FC. Now we don't want anybody. Here's a player we're being linked with. Real Madrid playmaker Marco Asensio. Now, we'll talk about the player, then I'll give you my opinion. Do I think it's going to happen? What do I think about the story? There are rumours he may possibly be available for £30 million. Real Madrid still having financial difficulties. 2 or 3 years ago, he was rated as one of the best young players around. Absolutely brilliant player. Of course, he had a serious knee injury and hasn't really been able to get back into the Real Madrid team on a regular basis. Paul, by the way, no, I wouldn't. No, we couldn't afford relegation, bro. But Arsenal being linked with him. Do I think this would happen? Probably not. I still think Asensio, he made 35 appearances for Madrid last season, a lot of them off the bench. And I still think he will want to stay at Madrid. Apparently, though, they want a permanent if they're going to sell him. £30 million, no loan option. I would take Asensio on loan. You got to look at Willian's gone. Reece Nelson's about to join Feyenoord on loan. For anybody that didn't see the earlier stream, apparently he's flying over to Holland to complete his medical. Reece Nelson will extend his contract to Arsenal by a year and go on loan to Feyenoord in the Dutch league for a year. So Arsenal could be short in the wide areas, and the Asensio link has popped up. Asensio, like I said 2 years ago, I thought he was a potential superstar. He had that serious knee injury. Hasn't been able to regain his place on a regular basis with the likes of Vinicius Junior and Hazard out wide. Obviously, it looks like they're not going to get Mbappe now, though. So maybe this was linked to Mbappe coming to Madrid. Voted Big C, always awesome content. Thank you very much, Guna Legend. Really appreciate that. And hammer the like button, people. 30 million for a cripple. That's good business sense from Arsenal. I mean, that's harsh, but yeah, he's had a bad injury. So we don't know what level he's at. If you want a winger, get Neto. I think Neto's out for a while at Wolves, so I definitely rate him, though. Ryan said, use ESR wide and get an Aouar, but I heard Aouar is staying at Lyon, which, I mean, we will talk about that shortly, about Aouar and whether we're going to get him or not. Guys, Asensio is ish. Come on, we don't need him. Just copped Odegaard. What the F is wrong with this joke club? AFC Bell tweeted Edu might get the sack. So is that the direction they're kind of leaning towards? The general conversation that people are all gassed by this as well. See people saying we should offer David Luiz another 1-year contract. I mean, that would be desperate. The Bell's really going for it. He's getting a lot of traction on that tweet. People saying that a big story is going to break from Arsenal this evening. So prepare yourself. I might be back on stream. I might be back on stream after the Big Six if it all breaks, people. We'll do late night transfer window business. Let's see. A lot of people saying Edu might be getting sacked. We'll have to see. I mean, I've got no problem if Edu gets the sack. I've got to be honest. But I want Arteta right there with him. You know, there's no way one of them should be getting away with it without the other. Asensio, not much in this story. No real quotes. It's not a great source coming out of Spain. But would you take Asensio? But as I said, it's not a loan, people. It's £30 million. For me, that would be a very risky deal. Big up to George Best, said, big up man like Curtis. I'm pretty sure what Arteta is listening to that circus music every time. I'm telling you, that guy there, man, Arteta, I think we'll finish this stream with the circus picture when we leave. Don't worry, we got another 15, 20 minutes. Big Six doesn't usually come on till around 10 past. Late night settings, man. Big up Smooth. Let me know where you at, people. Where you at in the world, man? What's the times and that? Over 3,100 of you in here, man. Really appreciate and love all the support. It's much appreciated. Make sure you like the video and subscribe as well, people. Big up to all of you who are voting. Links in the description. Emerson to Spurs thoughts. Big up with the super chat. Jeffrey, really appreciate that. I am gonna bring that story up now. Actually, let me just see where some of you are. Kems in Wembley, Harvey in Sweden, Jasmine in Toronto, Adam in Belfast, Disturb in Northwest, MO7 in Norwich, Future Shock in Wood Green, Pavel in Poland, Eunice in France. We're worldwide, people. We're worldwide here, man. CS in Atlanta, ATL in the building, the Gooner in Jamaica, MC in St. Catherine, Jeffrey in NY, big up, Julian in Miami, Mark in Lithuania, Orestes in Greece, Abby in Uganda. It's crazy. It's mad when you just think I'm sitting in my yard recording and people are all over the world tuning in, man. It's overwhelming. Really appreciate it. Big up Ryan said, voted for you in Turkish. Yeah, make sure you vote Turkish. And Big Six best podcast. And obviously, you know, you've seen my ones. Ricardinho in Australia. Chetachi in South Africa. Leon in India. We're worldwide, people. Really appreciate it. Leon in Wales. Carlos in Bolivia. Canadian Gooner in Canada. Goonalicious in Austria. Right, let me move on, people. Let me move on. I wish I could bring you more news. Like, I want to bring you more positive news, you know. Big up to all of you for supporting. We got a great community here, but unfortunately, the stories are not developing the way we wanted them to. I'm hoping tomorrow is a much better day for Arsenal. Emerson Royal, he's been on loan for the last year or two, I think, at Real Betis, but he was part owned by Barcelona. Barcelona have signed him back this summer, and they're willing to sell him. Arsenal and Barcelona were negotiating a swap deal for Emerson and Hector Bellerin. Would have made complete sense. Barcelona apparently, for some reason, still held some interest in Hector Bellerin. But there was a difference in the valuations. Barcelona wanted 20 million euros and Bellerin. Arsenal offered 10 million euros and Bellerin. I mean, what is going on? If this Edu sacked story, Stan Kroenke as well, if this Edu sacked story comes out tonight, I will not be surprised. But what I'm saying, I don't want Arteta to get away with this, because to me, he should be packing his bags right behind him. He should be going with him. You know, big up to all of you, over 1,000 likes. He should be going with Edu. 100%. Now, I think the club, I've heard from a few people today and a few people online and stuff saying that apparently the Kroenkes are concerned and that something's going to change. So it just shows how much they're backing Arteta, that if this happens and Edu gets sacked, they're still trying to figure out a way to keep Arteta in the job. And it looks like Edu's going to be the fall guy first. Let me see. Appreciate the super chat. Sean said, enjoying the content and therapy, Big C. Waiting for that clown pick. Always has me in stitches. Don't worry. We'll be leaving the show with the Arteta clown pick. It always works. It never doesn't work, does it? It works every time. It doesn't matter. It will never get old, people. The army Arteta and the clown Arteta will always get the reaction it deserves. But this one is disappointing. Why this story is so disappointing, people, is according to Gerard Romero, who is a pretty good source in Spain, Arsenal were negotiating early this morning to get this deal done. They haven't got the deal done. And to make matters worse, Emerson Royal is on the verge of signing for our rivals Tottenham in a 30 million euro deal, straight cash. Barcelona wanted money, and it looks like they're going to get the money from Tottenham. They need a right back. Doherty has not answered their problems. Serge Aurier looks like he could leave, and Tottenham have got him. According to the report, and I'm sorry to add more disappointing news to us, people, apparently Emerson Royal was in favour of going to Tottenham ahead of Arsenal. And honestly, I've never in my entire life heard of a player that chose Tottenham over Arsenal. At what point do they wake up and say, we're in a mess? Like I said, I've never heard a player choose Tottenham over Arsenal. But he's obviously looking at it from the outside and going, Arsenal look like they're in a mess. Nuno looks settled. He looks like he's got a style of play and a philosophy already. It looks like that's a club that you can go and play for. Arsenal looks like it's in turmoil. So I find that really disappointing. Number one, we were negotiating first. So if we'd have agreed that deal quickly, we could have maybe got that deal done. They've hesitated. They've been stupid with their offer. And Ronald Koeman has now ruled out signing Hector Bellerin. It's probably come to his senses. You know, we had an opportunity to get a deal done. We've messed it up. This guy's now going to go to Tottenham. If he does great at Tottenham, we're going to look at him and say that could have been Arsenal's right back. Jack Wilkins, appreciate your super chat, bro, said Edu and Willian are business partners. Willian walks away from a 20 million contract. Then Edu potentially goes too. This is like Raul 2.0, dodgy dealings. It's interesting. You know, Pepe signed for Arsenal. People said that deal was suspect. Not long after that, what happens? Raul walks out of the club before they sack him. Zitron and Ninja said 20th or first. When you put it like that, it's easy. Get these two clowns out. As I said, Arteta should be going right behind Edu. Edu should not be the only one. As I said, AFC Bell has tweeted that a major Arsenal story is about to break this evening. So keep an eye out on your social medias this evening, people. I may be live. You never know if it's big enough. I might jump back on at 11 o'clock. We'll have to see. But don't forget, I'll be live 3 times tomorrow. In the morning, the afternoon, and the evening. So keep it locked. Sure Sports News, people. Yeah, Wolves getting Renato Sanchez on loan, which for me is just disgraceful. A player that Arsenal should have been snapping up all day long. What we got left? I got another story here. And again, I'm sorry to do this. I'm only reporting the news. Like Oz says, keep your notifications on. Make sure you've clicked all on the notification bell. Look out for the streams tomorrow. I'll be doing one from the Emirates in the morning. We'll be back here for the usual 2 o'clock. And then we'll be live in the evening at around 9 p.m. as the transfer window closes at 11 p.m. Right, what we saying here? Yeah, people saying it could be big up to some of you in the comments as well. People saying it's going to come out around 10:30 p.m. And people are saying they think it's Edu. So listen, if this is Arteta, because somebody is saying, is it Arteta? Question mark. I'm letting you know if it's Arteta, mate, we're going live. I don't care what time it happens. 2 o'clock in the morning, I'll be turning on the computer. If it's Arteta, I'll be going live because that is huge. Thierry Henry, if only, says, big up Curtis, love the streams, Turkish, and you are the realest. Big up, man. Make sure when I come off here, you go over to the Big Six show, which comes on around 10 past 10 usually. I'll be tuning in. You'll see me in the comments, no doubt. But like I said, if this news comes out around 10:30, 11 o'clock, and it's massive, I will go back live, man. No messing around. You'll see me at 11, half 11, 12. No messing around. Gunnar Vettel, I've seen. Oh, man, your super chat has gone off. I apologize, bro. Put the comment again, and I'll read it out. Apologies, Gunnar Vettel. Comments are flying in. Over 3,200 of you in it. Oh, the Gunnar said, you're getting me excited. I mean, a lot of people saying it looks like Edu could be on his way. But if it's Arteta, I swear, I will go to the shop and get a bottle of champagne. I'm not joking. I will buy a bottle of champers if Arteta gets the sack tonight, and I will pop it on live stream. And I ain't even going to drink. I don't even want to drink. I'm drinking Vimto at the moment. You know what I'm saying? But I will be partying tonight if that is Arteta. But we'll see. The rumours are it's Edu. George Best said, problem is there is absolutely no winning mentality from the top all the way to the bottom. Can't recognize my club anymore. It's sad. It's sad, isn't it? But I just hope this is the start of things changing. Omar, apologies, man. Do you know what? I need to put slow mode on when there's a lot of you in here. Next stream, if there's over maybe 2,000 or 3,000, I'll put slow mode on so I can keep up with the chat. Comments are flying in. Big up to all of you. We've gone past 1,000 likes already. Make sure you subscribe as well, people. We're 300 away from 35,000. I'm sure there's 300 of you right now sitting there who haven't clicked subscribe. Do it right now. Why not? Do it now. It's Bank Holiday Monday. Edu could be getting sacked tonight. It's well worth it, in my opinion. We'll bring you that balanced content every day, people. Is Edu being sacked? I'm checking social media as we're live, people. Let me bring you one last bit of transfer news, which is unfortunate. Again, I'm only reporting what's out there. I wish I could bring you something more positive, but Lyle Thomas, who works for Sky, is saying that Houssem Aouar is expected to stay at Lyon as things stand. What I'm hoping and where I'm trying to create this positive from, people, is El Neni is being linked with Galatasaray. If El Neni goes to Galatasaray, that only leaves Arsenal with Thomas Partey, with Lokonga and Xhaka. You can't survive with 3 central midfielders. So if El Neni goes, do we then quickly get Aouar on transfer deadline day? I know I'm putting 2 and 2 together and coming up with 5, but I'm trying to connect the dots here, people. Big up Guna Vettel. Apologies, I missed your super chat, bro, and I appreciate your support. Said, have you seen the All or Nothing documentary description? I did see it. I assume someone's edited it and bantered us off completely. But hey, man, I'm not surprised. Big up Josh Shaw. Hope you're well, bro. Said big up Curtis. Big up, bro. Like I said, if this news that apparently is going to come out around 10:30 is big news, I will go back live. No worries. Even if we do a little half an hour one later, people. We're not ramping right now. I'm only here because Arsenal suck. Fender, come on, man. We'll be back. Don't worry. History Channel settings. So looking unlikely for a deal for Aouar at the moment. But we need to sell some players. Yeah, that was the super chat. I read it out. Apologies, but at least you got the comment in afterwards, bro. No worries. Yes, Guna Vettel always supporting. I'm just checking. Listen, guys, keep it locked on your socials. As I said, the breaking news pretty much for this evening is Willian has left. It's official. He's joining Corinthians. He will sign tomorrow. Man said Vimto, the best drink. It's an elite drink. Willian has left. He will join Corinthians. The club have announced it on the website. They've said best of luck to Willian at Corinthians. He's put thank you Arsenal. And as I've said, got a lot of respect for him as a man because not many footballers, believe me, would walk away from the contract, apparently with no pay up. So I do respect him. That's probably the best thing he's done in his time at Arsenal. Let me get a few questions in before we leave. I'm out of here in about 7 or 8 minutes. DW said, Curtis, do you think Bellerin, Kolasinac, Ainsley, Maitland-Niles will go? I don't think all three of them. Kolasinac could go after the window closes because I think he will be on a free. Which means the transfer window doesn't necessarily affect him. Maybe one of Bellerin or Ainsley tomorrow, possibly. Obviously, the second bit of big news that we were talking about, Renato Sanchez going to Wolves on loan with an option to buy, for me, would have been a fantastic deal for Arsenal in the middle of midfield. A player that, apparently they were looking for 70 million euros. To see him go on loan is unbelievable. And again, why did Arsenal not try and get him? That deal would have made so much sense for Arsenal, probably too much sense. So, yeah, I'm disappointed that Renato Sanchez is going to Wolves. 94 quid to watch a relegation battle against Norwich. Disgraceful. Big up the Green Guna. Hope you're well, bro. Said big up Big C. Why are we leaving it down to the last day to try and sort out the mess at right back? The club is infuriating. Feel sorry for Ainsley, Maitland-Niles. I mean, Mikel Arteta himself was a bit of a panic buy at Arsenal. So maybe he likes the excitement of the final day, but I think it's unbelievable that we are going into the last day of the window with 4 right backs at the club, and we still believe that we need a right back. Willian's put up a bit of a post about Arsenal. Let me just show it. Yeah, it's respectful. It's tasteful. Willian's put this up. Thank you, Arsenal. Yeah, thanks. Thanks. What more can I say? Thanks. You came, you saw, you didn't quite conquer, but at least you left for cheap. So I respect it. You didn't bankrupt us to leave the football club. So, yeah, Willian has left the football club. Odson Edouard, a player that we were linked with earlier in the window, is going to Crystal Palace with our former legend, Patrick Vieira, in charge. So that's another player. Buenos Aires Guna said, no, Willian, thank you for leaving. I'm telling you, we respect it. We respect it. Thanks for the 2 assists and a goal. It's funny, after that first game against Fulham, I thought, not a bad sign in this, 2 assists in his first game. We didn't basically see him for the rest of the year, but he's gone. He's out of here. People said Renato would never want to join Arsenal, then he joins Wolves. Says a lot, don't it? People say, oh, you can't get Renato Sanchez. He'll go somewhere else. He ends up at Wolves, He's actually apologized as well. I know I'm going on a bit about Willian here, but he's put out a statement. I just want to show you it because it's interesting what he's writing here. Let me see what he's put. He's put, I would like to thank Arsenal for the opportunity they have given me. and for the warm welcome received by everybody. Unfortunately, things on the pitch didn't go the way we had all planned and hoped. I received a lot of criticism, especially from some members of the press, that I had come here for financial reasons. I hope with my actions today, explain to those people and they now understand that was not the case. I hope it teaches some people that they should not be so quick to pass judgment and create bad environments to make themselves important, even though I accept that's part of the game. Yo, man's letting off the whole clip on the press. Bop, 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 bop. Man's from the favelas, man. He ain't playing no games. Man said, all my career, I've done everything to be the best that I can be. I always want to win, and I find it hard to accept not doing so. Unfortunately, it didn't happen for me at Arsenal, and I am sorry about that. I came to England in 2013. I have enjoyed every minute of my time. I want to thank everyone who has helped me along the way to play in the wonderful league that is full of heart and spirit. Shots fired, man. Man's letting off the whole clip. Bop, 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 bop. I respect it. I have to respect it. So Willian is out. You know, he stood up like a man. A lot of these guys are punks. I'm telling you, I'm not going to lie. A lot of these men are punks, man. I respect it. Man woke up and chose violence. Man said, I'm leaving. I'm letting off the clip. And then I'm off back to Brazil, man. You know what I'm saying? So big up to Willian. I ain't going to slander him. The man's, you know, showed a lot more. Like you said, he's shown more heart than Xhaka. Xhaka told us to F off. People, like I said, apparently some big news is coming out tonight. Keep it locked on the socials. I may be back on later. People are telling me Big Six has just started. Go over there and support the show. I'm about to get out of here now. I'm going to watch that myself. I think it's a great show. Let's go and support each other, man. Let's build a strong, positive community. Get yourself over there. Make sure you subscribe. I'm 350 or 320 away from 35K. Let's hit that sooner rather than later. I will be back 3 times tomorrow, morning, afternoon, and evening. Like this video. Thank you for tuning in for this evening one. If the news is big later on, you may see me later on tonight, people. Just be Arteta and Edu out, people. I'll be popping champagne. Enjoy the rest of your evening. Go and tune in for the Big Six. Like this video. Take care, everyone. The only way is up. We're bottom of the league. Things can only get better. Take care. Bless.